jamming on manifesting money. This Instagram live is all about getting really honest with how you currently relate to money and how it's not so fun, and how to amp up the vibe of that to make it feel so fucking fun. Because I honestly think that the biggest gap in the world of work, of coaching or, self-help, is that it's not so fucking fun, right? And I'm all about bringing the fun, especially to money, because money is such a loaded and charged topic for so many of us. So, welcome. This conversation is a little teaser to what we unpack in a much more deep way in Alchemist, my signature manifesting course that is starting next week, the final live round of 2020. Get fucking excited. I am dripping for this container because I know how potent it is. I know the magic that comes from this course, and Alchemist has had a bit of a rebrand and a bit of new energy injected into it, so it's going to be such a spicy, magical experience. So if you want to stick around till the end, I'll give you a little bit more details around Alchemist. But for those of you just tuning in now, welcome to this conversation about manifesting money. And I'm going to try not to flash you because I'm still in my kimono. It's a nice slow morning of my cycle's day 1. So I am feeling like a new emerging person. What I'm going to share with you today is 3 super fun ways to rewrite your relationship with money. Because fuck yes, doing the money work is deep. It's subconscious. It's intergenerational. It can be traumatic. It can be deeply emotional. I am not saying that is not the case. You will not solve all your money problems by tuning in to one Instagram live or listening to a podcast or doing one wealth abundance meditation, right? That's not what the money work is all about. Maybe it can be. Maybe I can totally hold space for the reality that all of your money stories can be transmuted really quickly. 100%. You are a powerful human being. So I'm not saying that that's not reality, but for those of you that feel like you get trapped or caught up in the shiny object syndrome of trying the new meditation or reading the new book, and then you don't actually follow it up and do the damn work to integrate it, that message was for you, right? Because I know I'm one of those people. I would have listened to probably 50 different podcasts around money before anything changed. And how it changed for me was investing in the course in conscious wealth. Right? It took me physically taking the money that I had, that I was afraid to part with, into my new money story, because money is this like awesome energetic exchange that puts your integrity on the line. It asks you to show up. It asks you to step forward, especially if it's a dollar amount that stretches you. So that's when everything for me personally changed, which is why I'm diving into this conversation today, because we will go so much more deeply into all of these practices and processes in Alchemist, my manifesting course that is only $197, and it's for the last live round of 2020. So if this work turns you on at all, my invitation is to join us in that portal and really sink your teeth into some of the money blocks that are hiding under the surface there. So let's get into it. Money blocks and shitty money stories, I call them scarcity monsters that live under the bed in my head, exist in all of us. All of us. We all have money stories. We all have money tragedies or money trauma. We all have feelings around money that are less pleasurable than what we might want them to be. And so my very first invitation here is to release the shame around having them even exist, because we all have them. If you incarnate on this planet into the 3D earth where we use money, you have money stories, you have money blocks. Doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't mean that you're broken, doesn't mean that you're not worthy. So permission slip written, not that you need it, but there you go. We've all got money shit Release the shame that it's even there, because that is your number one distraction to not doing the work. Shame is like the densest emotion on the scale, and if shame is covering up your treasure house of the potential that you could be, which is like, hey, money stories that need to be addressed, you'll never bust through that if shame is still present, right? So release the shame. Give yourself permission. I've got money shit. All right, cool. I can drop the facade that I've got it all together, or that I'm where I want to be just yet. That's fine. We're all constantly learning. What my mode of magic is bringing fun back into the equation, because money can be such an emotionally charged concept and topic for all of us to talk about, for us to think about, for us to look at. I know for me, many of my clients don't even ever open their bank account or look at their numbers. They have no idea what their numbers are in their business. Or they don't even carry around a wallet. They just carry their FPOS card around. And so these 3 super quick and dirty and fun and magic ways to manifest more money tend to the part of us that longs to relate to money in a fun way, in a really light-hearted way, to just up that vibe a little bit, where there's shame, where there's guilt, where there's anger, where there's all these like lower density vibrational emotions, which aren't bad. They're your gateway. They're the resistance that allows you to meet more of your true self. But just using this energy to relate to money, it can be like an experiment. You don't need to do any deep work before you try these on for size. So let's get into it. Number 1, tried and tested. These 3 are all proof in the pudding of how I have made more money, generated more money, created more money through doing these 3 things, because they fucking felt fun. And that's what it's all about for me, because as soon as you've upped your vibe, you become more magnetic, you become more turned on, you become more attuned to receiving intuitive guidance, which then leads you to ideas, concepts, right place, right time, experiences where you then allow yourself to receive money. So number 1 is upgrade your wallet or your purse. Like I just said, a few of my clients that I've talked to and had strategy sessions with around their business, and I've asked them about money, don't even have a wallet. So if money doesn't have anywhere to go, why would more of it come to you? Right? You can do this in the digital sense as well by opening up an account in your online banking that is just for more money. You can label it something really cool. I have an account in my savings that's called Millionaire Muse. And it just, every time I look at it, I'm just like, it feels good. It feels yummy. It's like this anchor point of a person somewhere over in the distance that is like super luxurious, rich bitch vibes. I'm okay that I'm not that right now, but the bank account is there so that it has space for money to come in. And I transfer money into there every so often. I'm feeding it, right? So if you have a wallet that you've had for over a year, maybe it's tattered, maybe you've had it for much longer, maybe there's some kind of emotional attachment to it, like your grandma gave it to you on your 15th birthday and it's all old and shitty, falling apart. Why the fuck would the energy of money, which is godlike, which is source-like, which is abundance and prosperity in physical form through numbers and coins or cash, why the fuck would it want to come and play with your shitty wallet, right? If we want to go even deeper, Feng Shui says that there is a lot of power in color. And so I did a lot of reading about this, and gold is the color of wealth. As a designer, I know this too, going into the emotional and psychological associations with color. Gold is the one that we directly associate with wealth, with opulence, with royalty, and with an abundance, right? So go out and buy yourself a wallet that feels so yummy, like it's the wallet or the purse of your future rich bitch self, that every time you open it, it anchors you, it brings you present into a moment of offering reverence to money, rather than just like whipping your card out from your bra or your pocket or the back of your phone and tapping it without awareness. go put it on your list that your next investment will be a beautiful luxe wallet upgrade. Number two, fucking fun ways to make more money that are unexpected is have some kind of physical, tangible object or piece of jewelry, an object that you might like to put on your altar or bring with you when you sit down for work, like a crystal, a stone, something small and tangible that you can take with you, and imbue it with the frequency of abundance so that every time you touch or sit or use this object or wear it, it has the frequency of more money embedded into it. Again, these practices are just dropping you into being aware of where your vibration is at when you interact with money or you think about money. So with the wallet, every time you open it, every time you look at it, every time you use your card, you're interacting with money. And if you're distracted, if you're not thinking about it, if you're like, oh, this wallet is so old and gross and uninspired, and you're tapping your card without awareness, it's like you're dismissive of money's power. Imagine if someone was using you in that way, right? In Earth is Hiring, Peter Kelly's book, she talks about how money has ears. And so imagine as if every time you're interacting with money, it is hearing you, it is feeling you. As if you were dating it, like how would it treat you back? Or how would it feel if you were being treated that way? So for number two, with having some kind of energetic anchor to abundance and to the feeling of abundance, I highly recommend using jewelry, which is what I mentioned on my stories the other day. This ring actually is the Talisman Infinite Abundance. And I bought it when I started my business, about the week that I started my business and took it seriously as a business. This was a stretch. I think I had like $300 to my name in my account. And this ring was from Sarah Wilder, a beautiful jeweler in Australia. Like all hand-drawn, handmade, and it was $111, right? So that's almost half the money that I had to my name. But I was committed to making my business work. I wanted to show the universe and to show life, I'm here for it. Let's do this. And so I invested in the ring. And the very first time that I opened it, before I put it on, I had a little moment to feel into the talisman of infinite abundance. What would that even feel like? Infinite abundance, and kind of evoking that emotive experience in me before putting it on. And what that little ceremony, I guess you could call it, even though back then I didn't think of it that way at all, is just making this intentional anchor to a feeling so that when you wear it, that feeling comes back, right? We're creatures of association. So if any of you have heard of Pavlov's dogs, the experiment done, I think it was in the 40s, he basically was training these dogs to salivate every time they heard a bell, even if no food was present. And so we're the same. We're wired exactly the same. If we had a traumatic experience swimming or with a spider or with a loud noise when we were kids, by association, we carry that feeling onwards, even if no longer makes sense in reality. So how we can utilize and harness this way that we're made is by reverse engineering the process and creating an anchor of something that we want to feel, that we want to create as an experience in us. And I like to do this through jewelry or through something that I can place on my altar when I work or when I open my bank accounts. I also have a little citrine crystal that I keep in my gold wallet that has the same thing. Every full moon I take it out, I clear it, I reprogram it with the feeling of abundance, and I pop it back in my wallet. My newest thing of doing this is this necklace, because it says alchemist, and that is the course that I'm running next. And so when I received this, I had that moment of imbuing that feeling into the necklace, and now every time I wear it, I feel and I remember that I am the alchemist, right? The byproduct of people and calling in people to the course is such a bonus just because of how it feels. So that's number two. Number one, upgrade your wallet. Number two, invest in a piece of jewelry or an object that you find sacred, that you can imbue the feeling of abundance into and wear every time you need that reminder. Final one, number 3. I know that opening your bank accounts can be a bit confronting, especially if you don't like what's in there. Especially if you're constantly driven by, there's not enough, there's not enough, there's not enough. I need more money, I need more money, I need more money. So, again, to tend to the energetic side, before you do these tangible things that need to be done, like pay bills, transfer money, look at your debt, do your budget, all of these things that get a bad rap for feeling blah, I want you to find a song that activates the rich bitch energy in you. This could be like a rap song or a dance song. It could be one from when you were little and you remember just having such a ball to it. I have a playlist actually on my Spotify, if you follow me, called Money Honey. And there is a lot of awesome songs on there that really get the rich bitch vibes going. But find one song that, again, anchors and evokes the feeling of abundance and prosperity in you. And your only action is that you press play on that song and you get into your body before you open your bank accounts, before you address your bills, before you do anything that involves circulating money or looking at money that usually brings stress or anxiety. Press play on that song, and for the 3 to 5 minutes, I want you to just drop in, be in your body, and let the song move you. Let it shake up your cells. Let it remind you of how fucking abundant you are. Remember the playfulness in money. Remember how good it feels to be supported by money, right? And then when you sit down to do the thing that you weren't excited to do, it will feel differently. It will feel so much more fun. It will feel so much more exciting because you'll be like, oh, that's right, I'm taken care of. All my needs are always met. They always have been, right? This is the reality of how much money wants to take care of you. And in reality, it is us blocking that flow of abundance. And so this is just a few of those ways that you can open and expand your ability to receive, right? Yes, Steph, this will be reposted onto IGTV and on YouTube, so you can tune in to the 3 tips up there. So for those of you watching, I want you to tell me in the comment box below, out of those 3 magical money manifesting tips, what one will you do this week? What one will you commit to? If you're sitting around being like, there's not enough money, I need more money, I want more money, this feels shit, I'm in scarcity, I'm overextending my budget, blah, 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 blah. I get it. I'm not mocking you. I just know that narrative playing over so well because the scarcity monster, it likes to take up a lot of space, right? And unless we turn toward the scarcity monster and fucking obliterate it, with our own rebellion against it by choosing the fun, right? Nothing will change. We'll just stay stuck. Awesome. Emily's going to upgrade her wallet. So is Beck. Amazing. Keep them coming, everybody. There's a few more of you watching this live. We've got the wallet upgrade, the abundance object to anchor into, and the rich bitch song before you tune in to your bank account. Awesome. Jewelry, yes. I'm so excited for you. There's so many beautiful things available that you can do that for, and it makes such a difference. Beautiful friend of mine actually just messaged me yesterday. We were together at a cafe, and she's got these really old earrings that she's worn ever since she was a teenager. And she's about to leap into a whole new identity with something really, really big that she's creating. She's like, I feel like it's the earrings. They're holding me back. I just want to throw them out. I need them out of my ears, but I need something else in to replace it. So she went off to this boutique beautiful store and she sent me a photo a couple hours later and bought these incredible diamond quartz earrings. And again, this is always a stretch. It has to feel like a stretch because it's you investing and pouring yourself into the new version of you, the one that you're becoming, the one that you're remembering that you really are, right? This isn't about trying to be something more. It's about letting go of all the stuff that is holding you from what you really are. Does that make sense? So if these kind of practices make light of all of your money stuff, you will fucking love what more is in Alchemist. The course starts on Tuesday, cart closes tomorrow night, midnight. So if you have felt the little tickle to work with me, this is the most affordable and accessible way to do it. Alchemist is $197, and by the end of today there will be a payment plan option available as well. The link is in my bio. It's a 4-week online guided course with 2 bonus live sessions with me. This will not happen again in 2020. So get access to these mastermind calls because they're going to be fucking magic, and we're going to go deep. We're going to make it fun, but we're also going to address the really hard shit too. I've been working on my money stories for years and years and years, and let me tell you, there is always more. There was always a new edge to expand into. It's so fun. It's such a tangible energy that responds to you really quickly. So I hope that this weekend, even just after watching this and making that change in you by investing in your wallet, investing in a piece of jewelry, or finding your rich bitch song, you will feel the side effect almost instantly. You'll find money. Money will fall out of the sky, literally. Money will be transferred into your account, or you'll get a refund on something. Like, something wild will happen, and I want you to come back and DM me and tell me what that is, because I know how this works, and money is such an energetic game to be played. And you're playing it by showing up. So thank you. All right, beautiful humans. Money making honeys, I shall see you so soon. Have so much fun with making money feel lighter, better, and I can't wait to see you in Alchemist. If this is the course that is tickling your fancy, do the challenging thing. Do the thing that scares you. All right, my loves. Have an amazing weekend. I'm going back into my cocoon, and I shall see you so soon.